And we are like Nassau's finest up in this joint, man.
And IMDb, we got an IG, a Facebook, and it is Langston Tributes.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, shout out to Jillian. She's helping us with our incredible topics today. Our topics today are.
You have your parents. Your parents want you to go to college and get a job, but you want to dance, you want to sing, you want to act, you want to do paint, whatever your heart desires. So it's about the trials and tribulations and drama that goes on at an art school.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Real quick, on my live feed, I'm not supposed to be shouting out. Shout out to Trina watching the show. Shout out to Vanessa watching the show. Shout out to my wife watching the show. So our topics today, man. I don't even know how we want to get into Netflix and is it valid? I mean, would you boycott Netflix because of her reasons, or would you boycott anything? And how? What would you boycott, and how far would you go with your boycott? So we're gonna really get into boycotting and how people boycott things or whatever. Also, we're gonna get in the whole sex doll epidemic right now. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. And, I mean, I'm not gonna get into my opinions just yet when we get into it, but it's y'all had to see it coming though, right? You had to see it coming. I mean, it's pretty much there are women in LA and Miami right now that don't even have personalities with fake stuff. So I mean, fuse the two. You had to see it coming. So we're gonna talk about that, and also we're gonna talk about your hair, or in Moan's case, lack thereof hair, or not lack there, but you're not using your hair right now.
I'm actually very hairy. Just so you know, I'm actually very. And it's curly too. Just so you know.
Listen, I didn't need to know that. I did not need to know about your curly hair.
So let's just say that.
So we're gonna be talking about what up, James, watching the show. What up, Mo, watching the show. We're gonna be talking about your hair. What's your hair say about you? Your personality of your hair. Women probably have more personalities with hair because they can do whatever and stuff with hair. So yeah, those are our topics for today. We have a call-in number today. Which I will let my co-host give it to you today. So because I gotta put the camera on you. So if you guys want to call in, you'll be more than welcome to call in to chime in on this topic. If you are retarded sounding, if you're not making any sense, if you are not a friend, if you are a friend of the show and we don't like you, we will hang up.
You have friends on the show that we don't like.
Yeah, I do. Some people just watch just because they hate me, which is cool. Just watch. So we will definitely take your calls if you want to call in. And again, our topics today are boycotting, Monique's boycott, but all over boycotting in general. How you feel about it? Would you boycott things? How far would you go to boycott something? Would you take money away from your family or take services away from your family to prove a point? We're going to be getting to the sex doll epidemic, which is like retarded because there's like a sex doll video on everybody's page now. Would you do it? Would you have a sex doll, or would you be mad if your mate had a sex doll? And we're also going to get into like the hair thing. What does your hair say about you? When you look at somebody's hair, what does it say about them? Okay, so my man Mon is about to give. What up, Terry? Watching the show, Hollywood and Hood. What up, Ann? Watching the show. My man about to give out the call-in numbers right now.
216-357-8418.
You do it again, cause like
216-357-8418.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so we're gonna start this up.
I gotta do my shout outs.
Oh wait, Mom's doing the shout outs.
So this morning, put on my Facebook page. No, I put it yesterday. Shout out if you want to. Put your name down if you want to shout out on a hump. We had some great responses, so we're going to start off. We're going to shout out Rhonda Harris, Candy Barnes, Carlicia, Keisha, Kilolo, Trina, Toya Marie, Arthur, Toya Marie, Tia, Gypsy Rose, Menace Cleveland, Teresa Grooms, Noreen, my twin Heath. We got CC, E-Rob. We got Sir King of all men, DJ Siler. We got Rufus the Music Man. That's your boy, Rufus
Music
Malone.
Man!
So you take credit for that?
Yep.
He did that before you even shared it. But anyway.
He knew I was on the show.
We got Day, the best sister in the whole world, KK, Kim the queen of all queens, Tyrone, Sable, Keisha, I didn't expect to get this many. Jasmine, my man, my man Poopy Reese,
Poopy
Sonya,
Reese.
Judy, Eric, your man Eric Wilson, Eric Scratch Paper Wilson.
What up with an E?
Another friend of the show, Patrice, Emmett Foster, TP, and my girl E. So those are all the people that left their name for me to shout them out. We got Tanisha Brown. Wanted to do a special shout out to my uncle Robert Dwayne. He wanted me to tag him, and all the families in there, and we are a go.
All right, we already go.
We're green. Let's go.
Real quick, so we're gonna start off with the boycotting stuff. Personally, as far as boycotts go, I'm not a big boycotter because I don't think they really solve a lot of things. Like, I did think that boycotts were effective in the 60s and 70s and stuff when it was a more economic effect, especially with the busing boycott and stuff like that. I just think the GMP is just too massive right now, unless it's an organized boycott for it to really hurt a company. Like, for example, the H&M, people boycotting H&M. Have you ever bought anything from H&M?
No.
Nothing from H&M? What about you, H&M? Are you an
Yes,
H&M?
I have. I mean, I don't shop there on a regular basis, but I have purchased a few items from H&M.
Okay. Did you boycott?
I'm not a regular shopper, so it wasn't. I didn't have to boycott them because I only, if I'm in the mall and I see a sale sign, then I might go in there. But I'm not a regular H&M shopper, so I didn't have to boycott them.
So they would have lost like.
Maybe off their clearance rack, so they might have lost like $8.99, $12.99.
Yeah. All right. So.
Hurting,
wait real quick. I'm sorry that
We got a break.
we're about to go to break real quick. So we'll be right back, and we're gonna dive right into the boycott stuff. All right.
I'm going to stay live. I'm
Peace.
staying live.
Okay.
So I want to shout out my cousin Dennis Jermaine Chooch, Shantae, Tara Lawson, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes on the regular feed. We're going to talk about Monique boycott. We're going to talk about boycotting period. We're talking what your hair says about you. We're talking sex dolls, and anything else y'all want to comment on my live feed, just send it to me, and we'll watch it. What up, Rico Tart? Tyrone says the younger generation won't stand together like that.
Unless they boycotting weed. Welcome to the hump. I am Franchise Scam. We are cranking it up. Our topics for today are uh, boycotting and supporting boycotts, and if you could support Monique's boycott, and how far would you go to boycott something? And I'm trying to get my live feed to work correctly. And
Nobody cares about your live feed. I need that energy. I need your energy up. Let's go. We gotta go. You gotta get it.
all right, well, all right. So we'll start with you, Mom.
Why your light on?
Huh?
Your light is killing me.
Yeah, that's because you were talking smack.
All right, what we talking? What you want? What you want from me?
Okay, so like, what delight to watch the show, much more show. Mimi, what's up, baby girl? Love you. As far as the Monique boycott,
Okay, Monique boycott.
we'll just start there. How do you feel like, in general, about her boycott in general? I mean,
Um, at first I didn't really take it seriously. I still don't know if she wants to go the whole boycott route. If she should go the whole boycott route. I definitely understand where she's coming from. I definitely see the double standard that has been in entertainment for blacks and women. So I definitely understand that. But as far as the whole boycott of Netflix, I think she kind of got ahead of herself. Um, I don't know if I don't know if her cause is that noble. As far as she's not rallying for everybody. She's rallying for herself. So she's not doing this to bring awareness to the situation. She's doing this strictly for self. So she's doing it for her paycheck. So as far as that goes, I mean, I don't think a lot of people can jump on board. I don't know if her fan base is big enough to even affect what goes on. I think she has movies on Netflix. So I mean that's even going to affect.
well, but how many movies has she really made though?
She's been in a lot of movies.
Maybe I just don't follow her like that because I mean,
She
all I can
hasn't
think of
been
is
like-
Precious
she
and
hasn't
Fat
been-
Girls.
No, she's been in like I said, she's been like in
Baby
movies.
Boy?
She's been in Baby Boy. She was in Roscoe Jenkins. She's been in a bunch of. She was in a.
You haven't said a movie yet. I seen
She was in a
You
movie
never
with
seen Baby Boy?
just parts.
She was in a movie with Seagal and Ja Rule. She played a corrupt girlfriend. Like she's been in a lot of. She has a long resume, but I don't know if her fan base is that large where it can affect something like Netflix. And like I said, I don't know if her cause is that noble. I mean, because basically she's just saying they're not paying me enough. And for what I know about entertainment, if you do stuff like that, comedy shows, appearances, you have a set price. They don't call you unless they can meet your price. Now, if they're not meeting her price, then you're supposed to just move on, right?
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you a question though. I mean, and I'm gonna get Jillian on this in 1 second. If you were Monique, and they offered you 500,000, and let's just say, um, I, in my opinion, she hasn't been like out there like that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you think that if she did a special and she crushed it, like a really good special, do you think she would have made her money back up? You know what I mean? Like,
If she could, she would have did it. Like, if she really believes in herself, she has the money to back herself. She could put herself out
I
there.
guess that's what I'm thinking about with her. I just thought, like, if someone offered me like a comeback show, and I felt like it was like below my pay rate or whatever, but it would make me relevant, like I could book more, I probably would take it. But that's just I'm just
But I'm
curious.
saying, if you believe in your talent, if you supremely believe in your talent, you believe this is my tag, this is what I'm worth, then do it. I tell people the story about Lady Gaga all the time when she financed her own tour. So after the first concert date, everything after that was profit for her. She financed her own tour. She didn't owe anybody. So if you believe in yourself, and she got the cash to do it, she can put herself out there. If she really thinks that she can sell that many tickets, why not?
Okay, how you feel about this?
First of all, I agree with some of the things that I heard. I do think that, she might have, kind of shot herself in the foot asking for a boycott of Netflix because Netflix does a lot for other people and it puts out a lot of independent films and shows that you might not see, and it is a pretty huge platform to be on. But I do feel like, yeah, she is advocating for herself, but who else is going to advocate for you if you don't advocate for yourself? Like, if you feel like you're worth 7 million or 2 million, however much she was asking for, then you should definitely advocate for it, go for it. But I don't think a boycott was necessarily the best idea, but I totally understand that, there is a big difference in, the way African American comedians get paid versus males or Caucasians versus African Americans. It's just, we all know it's not a secret. So I think what she did, she should have came out, and I do think that by her, telling everybody what was going on. I think Wanda Sykes was it who also commented and said that
right. She said she didn't get offered even with half of what Monique got offered.
Yeah, so
much better comic too, in my opinion.
Yeah, that kind of opened the door for maybe some other people to come out and say, well, this, but maybe it needs to be known. But you have to advocate for it. But I don't know if a boycott.
Yeah, and then like I said, with talent, so that's relevant. We can all say who's funnier, who's not funnier. But the thing is, I feel her on Netflix for the past 2 years have been throwing all this money around. They throwing $1 million for Will Smith to do a movie. Like I said, they get Dave Chappelle $20 million. They give Chris Rock $20 million. They give they gave David Letterman a deal. They gave what's his name? Not Steinfeld, the other guy. Ben Stiller. They gave him money.
Mm-hmm.
They
gave Seinfeld a deal.
I think.
Yeah, he got a special. He got a special on
there. As a comic, if I feel my resume is up there and they're throwing all this money around and they lowball me, then I'm gonna make some noise, but I'm not gonna call for a boycott. I'm just gonna get. I mean, if she was smart, she would get Amy Schumer's representation. Mm-hmm. Whoever got her 11, then got her 13, you need to have them. You need to have them represent you, because that's what it's all about. Even in job interviews, you're selling yourself. It's all negotiation. You're supposed to negotiate from a position of power. Monique is not in a position of power in entertainment right now.
I just thought. I do definitely think the $500,000 is a low ball. For her, because she has done things.
Don't put out something to crush it.
Like but at the same time, with Netflix, and we're gonna get into like boycotting, why you boycotting all that in a little bit. But at the same time, too, she's not really out there like that right now. Like a lot of times, like some people might consider her a legend. I don't. That's some people. Some people.
Like I said, I think she's a legend.
But they gotta make money. What's up, Rach? They gotta make money. What up, Renee? What up, Marshall? They have to make money. So if they can't get the money they were gonna get off Monique, so why would they just offer her money? And if they honestly felt like they weren't going to return for her special, why should they offer her more just to be equal? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they should offer her more.
Because the way it looks bad. It's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
Because no matter what you say, no matter what you do, from Monique to Amy Schumer, whether you find them funny, Amy Schumer is not $11.5 million funny for Monique. She's not. So so the gap is too big. Now they're so you're not even coming up off $1 million for, like you said, you just off, like you said, and then they said they acknowledge that she's a legend in their eyes. So then why would you lowball her? What's the reason? So like I said, whether or not she, not saying she has whether or not it's self gratifying or whatever. The thing is, what's your reason? It does look bad.
Yeah,
because they're not answering the reason. So there's merit to, well, why?
Yeah.
Why am I not getting even all these offers? And then you bring another a black woman into it. Why are we getting these low offers? Why?
Right.
Well, okay, so I don't believe they should get low offers, but at the same time, all right. So put it this way: so like if they were doing like a concert series or something like that, and say Taylor Swift was getting X amount of, let's say $50 million for a concert on Netflix. Taylor Swift getting $50 million, and then they offer Rihanna $20 million. Or Rihanna's relevancy, like in pop culture and all that kind of stuff, whatever. Then I would go, But when you say Amy Schumer, who regardless of how funny you think she is, because I don't think she's funny at all, she's for the last 3-4 years, 5-6 years, she's steadily hitting the mark. She's steadily hitting the mark. Regardless of you find she's funny, people are paying this turnstile.
So let's take Monique out of the equation. We're talking Amy Schumer.
Okay.
Who was the comedy it girl last year?
It had to be Amy Schumer.
No. Tiffany Haddish.
I don't even know.
I'm saying, so why is it that? because we're getting getting all these things. I didn't even realize, like I said, so she was the first black female comedian to host SNL. Never even realized that.
Yeah, but if she,
I'm just saying, that's a problem right there.
But
that happened in 2017.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. If it was Tiffany, okay, if it was Tiffany, so then my antennas are up because Tiffany right now has cachet.
But I'm saying, so yeah, she's the it girl. So why she did get an offer?
What we don't know if she got an offer or not.
Yeah.
Maybe she got an offer.
Did an HBO special.
You know,
Yeah.
so my thing is like.
But I'm saying if they're going with what's popping right now, she's what's popping.
But we don't
Because Amy Schumer was kind of like 2016-ish.
Yeah, but
she was big.
What I'm trying to say
But I'm just
is,
saying though, if they're trying to make it seem like she's what America wants to see right now, she's really not.
No. That's not the argument I'm making. I'm saying.
I know that's what I'm shooting. I'm saying talking about as far as Netflix. That's the argument they're making.
My argument is that Netflix, the relevancy of Amy Schumer right now is hotter than Monique.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now the argument is it 11 million?
$11.5 million hotter?
No,
but
not at all.
To us.
So, but listen. So she gets 13 million. Dave Chappelle gets 20 million. And then the next person, the next whoever is not even. So she's 7 million under Dave Chappelle.
Right.
But 11.5 million better than Monique? No.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Kind of are.
I'm just saying in their mind, that's what they want to pay.
So why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
That's the ultimate question: is why are they?
We might not ever know.
You know the reason.
I don't.
And she steals jokes.
Listen. You know.
And she steals people jokes. Let's put that out there. She steals jokes.
And you know me well
you know
enough to know that.
You know why? Because she embodies America.
What up,
she
Antoine?
Steals,
A-Train?
She got famous over other people's jokes, and she's
right.
Okay, so what up, Ant? Watching the show.
So that's why they want to see her. That's why she got the offer.
I'm not making a case for Amy Schumer.
You are.
But what I'm making a case for is you pay for what you want. I guess what I'm trying to say. You pay for what you want.
I'm on the fence with both. I think if Monique is really feeling a type of way, then get out there and hustle. Show your power.
Yeah.
Get out there. You can't say you for your people.
Go get a deal with someone else.
Because like you said,
that's what Wanda Sykes did.
Yeah,
she went to Epics or whatever stuff.
But Wanda Sykes is everywhere though. Wanda Sykes is on. She's in what you say, corporate America.
So Wanda Sykes had made the argument. I want to use the word validity. If it had been Wanda Sykes, or let me think of somebody.
But you can't really say that because whoever you name, Monique's resume is probably as good or better.
I'm not talking about the resume. I'm talking about the now.
Wanda Sykes is not hot right now.
She's not hot, but
Wanda Sykes was like 10 years ago.
But Wanda Sykes she's still relevant.
Don't get me wrong, I love, but I'm saying she's not what Hollywood is pushing right now.
No, she's not.
She had her push like 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, but I guess what the point. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm beating on Monique because I'm not. I'm on the one side. I just feel like, do I think she should have been offered $500,000? No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what we're trying to find out is why. I want to know the why.
Apparently, that's what she was worth to them.
Why?
For whatever reason. Now I wonder. I mean, and for those who watch Netflix, I'm really curious. What did Cat Williams get for that horrible special that he had the other day? But I don't think we're gonna completely agree on this. I just feel like you can't tell somebody, being Netflix, what somebody is worth to them. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, you can.
You can't
tell people?
you can't tell me what I value to something. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
If she's too far around the spectrum to say, is she saying it's race equality? Is she saying it's gender equality? She's kind of saying both.
I think she's saying it was both.
And it can't be both.
It can be both.
No, I mean
it can be both. It can be both. Trust and believe. It can be both.
We're gonna go to break.
What up with it, Boogie?
We're gonna go in another minute.
Okay, we're going another minute.
So that cat, it said Charvon said that Cat Williams special was garbage.
It was horrible. It was Cat I and y'all know it's been like probably 10 years since I did a good joke on stage. I was funnier than Cat. Like yesterday when I watched that show, I was like, it was horrific. It was horrific.
So then, so like you said, so let's just say, like you said, Tiffany's the it girl, and my cousin said, you know, they said it's the same thing. Do you think she got offered 11 million?
No,
Why?
because of the
She's
reasons.
definitely funnier. She's
Because of the
definitely had
reason.
a hotter
She
year.
basically has the same thing that Amy Schumer. She was in a very high grossing movie. I think her movie grossed higher than
Yeah,
the one
with a
that.
lower budget.
Yeah, with a lower budget. So, and she's been. I mean, she had a best
And
selling
we
book. She. I mean.
and we all she went on the press, but we all
Yeah.
know she's not going to get 11 million.
No,
We wanna know
I
why.
agree.
We wanna
I'm
know-
not.
So we want to know why.
I'm not arguing the argument for it. I'm just saying. I guess I'm saying Monique was the wrong person, in my opinion, to make the argument right now.
All right, so
That's all I'm saying. I mean,
we're going to
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying the messenger in this thing was not the great.
We're going.
All right, we're gonna go to break. We will be right back. The Hump will be right back in 2 and 2. I just wanted to say that.
Listen to the music. I did the playlist this week, so when you listen to it on YouTube feed, when I share the YouTube. Like, why do you text me if you don't online? You don't online. Why? So we also have a very special guest, Miss Jillian Holt.
Hello,
in there.
everybody.
So we'll let you talk to the people for a while. Tell them.
Hello, people. I don't quite know what to say. What am I supposed to be saying right now? My
You're
name
supposed to
is
do like
Jillian
Monique.
Holt.
You're supposed to get your resume. You're supposed to get yours
Okay,
in
well,
and give your
I want
resume.
everybody who's watching to be on the lookout for a trailer of the film that I helped produce along with very good films. It is called Hey Mr. Postman.
Friend of the show, Mike Berry.
Mike Berry was a director.
No, he's a friend of our show.
Oh yeah, friend of the show,
Yeah,
Mike
friend of
Berry.
the show,
Yes,
Mike Berry.
he was a director. Brian Berry is the writer and executive producer. It has an awesome cast of famous people, local people, just awesome actors, actresses. The cast, crew, everything is great. I loved it. coming out June 9th. It's the official premiere at Solon Cinemas. Red carpet starts at 1:30 p.m. But the trailer drops in 7 days. Be on the lookout on Facebook, Instagram. We have a website, heymrpostman.com. It's hilarious. You're gonna love it.
So I'm adding you now. And then again about your YouTube, the Langston.
I have a web series called Langston Tributes. It's on YouTube and IMDb. It's the full series is on there. 6 episodes. It stars all local, young, talented, super duper talented people. It was me, Seven Nation Films, Sasha Taylor, shout out, cinematographer, director slash everything on set. We have a great cast. Shout out to James Swoop who directed, I want to say 4 to 5 episodes. It's a great series. You have to watch it if you love art and teenagers and drama and kids, and it's great.
2 out of 3 for me.
It definitely sounds like something I would watch. It definitely
You'll
sounds
love
like
it.
what up,
It's
Sonya.
great. I wrote it. I was the writer. And
Rhonda, you got your shout out earlier.
You want
Mr.
another one?
Smith, what's that?
Okay,
so I
so
just added you on Facebook. So anything that you post, I'll definitely share it with people because people seem like they're definitely interested in the projects, and I love local projects. Can I say that?
I mean, you said it already. So I mean, you can say it because you said it. So we're gonna get back to the topic.
That's what you get when you produce your own show. You get to say whatever you want.
You're damn right. So we're gonna go back into the topic, and we're gonna talk about just the boycotting in general.
Okay.
Like a lot of times, like when I hear people boycotting, like when people say like, remember like one of the popular things now are like, you know, it's Christmas coming up, so we're gonna teach the retailers a lesson, and we're gonna boycott, and like everybody don't buy, black people don't buy stuff on this Friday, or you know, don't purchase this or whatever stuff. But to me, and just in that instance, it's not a boycott if you take money from that day, if it's not gonna be a prolonged boycott. So like if you don't buy Jordans Friday, you know, you show Foot Locker, but if you go buy them 2 weeks from now, it's Foot Locker, because they got money that can wait for your money, you know.
It's just, the thing about us, our people, we always talk about our people. We don't organize well with stuff like that. Like the thing is,
that's what's wrong with the cast.
I mean, that's what's wrong. But let's just say, like the NFL boycott, and we had a lot of people boycotting the NFL, which was cool, and the numbers were down. But we don't take it into that step further because we're not boycotting Home Depot because they sponsor them. We're not boycotting Budweiser. You're supposed to make everybody feel like their advertising dollars. You're supposed to make everybody feel that when you boycott. And if you're not doing that, you're really not doing anything.
But that
would take so much effort, and
it really
so
don't take.
it would take
effort, but that's what.
Because like you said, people would have to organize it. Like everybody would have to be on the same accord and the same
page. The only thing you have to do is make a list and share the list. Don't do this.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
We don't have anybody. We don't have anybody that everybody will listen to not do it.
You're saying people don't listen to me?
No, not you. I mean, your voice goes to the Bahamas, and that's about it. No, I'm trying to say that people will hear it, and people hear me and you say it, but will they follow through on it?
Okay.
Our organization is vastly like right above our follow through. If we do organize it, are we following through? Like, no, we don't. We just don't.
Yeah, but people also act off emotions. You have to get people to really be upset and really be outraged before they buy. It's all about buy-in.
Right.
And if you don't have buy-in, then you don't have a boycott. But if you get people to really, like, you know, because there are instances where people have banded together recently. I mean, now more than ever, you know, I mean, sadly, it's like behind police shootings and, you know, negative stuff that we see, you know, Nazi marches and all that type of stuff. But, you know, we can get the people to band, but they have to feel so strongly about whatever the issue or whatever happened or whatever.
But like, I'm sorry, but it has to be in that moment. Like they have to, they have to be emotionally attached from that moment. Because like you said, next day, day after,
Yeah,
soon
it
as
starts
something
to
else
fade.
happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so but this is what I don't understand. I mean, not understand. See, this is my thing. How far is are you willing to go with a boycott? So, for example, we marched for like say a police shooting, and then we'll go. We're gonna march for whatever reason. What marches solve? I'm not a big believer in marches. I don't. I mean, not currently, because
Marches do nothing.
I believe like I think it's like a photo op. I think marches right now are photo ops. Now when they were marching and getting attacked by dogs and you know their life was in jeopardy for a march or something like that, I believe it had some relevancy. But now I believe like if you march, it's really to show people that you're there more than so. I mean, okay, go ahead.
Some people, but I mean, I just saw a story about a woman who went to the Women's March last year and felt so strongly and passionately about it that she ran for local office and won, and now she's like a representative. I think it's in Virginia or something. So I think that it depends on the person. I know that's cliche and horrible to say, but it really depends. I don't think that everybody is there to take a selfie or to have on
No. I'm
keypad
not just saying that.
or whatever the march is.
A lot of people just want to be a part of something.
Yeah, but I mean, I think when it strikes in a chord with the right people, it's magical, and it'll put fury into people and purpose into people. Not everybody. Now, I'm not saying that everybody who attends a march goes home and runs for office, but if it affects the one or two people in that march or whatever, I mean, then it's done its job as far as I'm concerned. If it makes a student, go home and decide that they're going to change their major to whatever so they can be a lawyer or a doctor, it's done its job. So, I mean, I look at the little nuances of the marches and the movements and not necessarily like, just the photo ops or, what you see on the news or what you see on your Facebook or Instagram, because it is affecting people, I think.
I agree that it can be inspirational to certain people, but for that moment, that cause, I just feel like marches are. I think you could do like boycotting anything, at any kind of level. Like Mom was saying, like you were saying to a certain extent. If you don't have follow through, it's a waste of time. Like for example, me and Moan, we boycotted the McDonald's because we're not a fan of one of their servers, and they can't get our money anymore. You know, but it's how
Euclid 222nd.
222nd. He's like retarded. So Mo won't say it on the air, but he's a retarded server and he's rude. He's a rude, retarded server.
He has a lot he's sassy.
Yeah, he's definitely sassy.
Very, very sassy. My thing is, we have no community organizers either, because like you said, if something happens in your community, if somebody gets treated a certain way at a gas station in your community, and say the people in your community don't rally and say, you know what, we're not purchasing here until we get better treatment, and the community actually does that and actually makes them feel that, that's when stuff starts to change. Like when you start, like I said, I tell people all the time, people that got into politics 8 years ago when Obama was in office, if you were that involved in your community and you would go to your community meetings and you knew your council people, your communities would be better. But we just don't do that. We just do what's popular. It's hard in this day and age of when everybody's watching to find people that do stuff when nobody's watching. To find people that's grinding when nobody's watching. And when I say grinding, I'm talking about for a cause, for a purpose for our people. It's hard to find people that's doing it when nobody's watching. Like it's really, really hard.
Like people should support causes like they watch porn. All right, so because they do it when nobody's watching. So
there has to be a goal. Simply marching because you're offended or hurt doesn't seem like it's not enough. It doesn't do anything. You march around the corner, you march and do this. And like I said, it's a scene, but what is it doing? It's not doing anything. It's bringing awareness to the cause.
But most of the causes are people don't know they exist already.
To get anything done in America, it's all about the dollar. You have to affect the dollar. And with us being with us being so involved in the country economically, with our dollar being so powerful, and we took that and we took that from them, or we use it in different ways, they would feel that. We just don't know how to properly use our dollars.
So I'm gonna say this.
Your dollar. Everybody say is your vote, but your dollar is your voice. Where you choose to and not to spend money holds weight in this country.
Okay, so we are talking about boycotting. We started off with the Monique boycotting, but we are talking about boycotts in general. How far would you go to boycott something? Will you boycott anything, or do you think boycotts matter? Real quick, shout out to Catherine on the live feed, Mo on the live feed, Ernest Stowe on the live feed, Byron on the live feed, Delilah.
I never hear. I'm just saying, with everybody with the fire stick and getting all this stuff, I never hear people say, you know what, I still go see black movies in the theater. Nobody goes to buy CDs anymore. Nobody goes to Apple or to Tidal. They still download music for free. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? So you're still not backing, you know what I'm saying, your cause, your struggle, because you're not showing, well, man, they're not buying Taylor Swift, but they're buying Rihanna.
Right.
We're just going to download it and we're going to share it, but we're not going to go buy. We're not going to go spend our purchase dollar. We're not going to purchase it, but then you'll go buy, you know what I'm saying, name brand belts, name brand bags, and all that. So you spend all this money on people that are invested in you, people that don't look like you.
Right. My cousin Catherine just said, you are so right. I agree with you.
Who said that?
My cousin Kat.
Kat, what up, Kat?
Dion also,
Dion.
he didn't make kids. Rio, what's up, Rio? Wayne, Ruby watching the show, Dip watching the show, Charlotte watching the show. What up, Rocky? Happy belated birthday, Rocky. And Monique watching the show. So we're talking about like your level of boycotting, or what you would do. So, but what happens when boycotting affects your bottom line at home?
That's what people are most worried about.
Okay, so are we coming up on break?
We're coming on break at 8:00. So we're 2 minutes away from break, and then we gotta it's 8:00, so we gotta get into these other topics.
Okay, so real quick, Jillian.
Yes.
Is there a cause that would cause you to boycott something where it affect your bottom line? I mean, financially, where it would like
if I wasn't allowed, if I was boycotting like a certain gas station or even something like
how about
that.
let's go deeper. Let's say financially, if you knew this boycott was going to affect your bottom line at home.
I mean, that's so broad. I don't know. I'm a person that I'm a strong believer in what I believe in. So if it did affect my bottom line, knowing myself, I would figure out a way to remake that money or to start switching it and changing up some things because I am a hustler. So I would figure out how it wouldn't affect. Like I wouldn't just sit back and go, oh my God, I messed up. And no, I would figure out a way. But if I really wanted to boycott something that I didn't know, I would boycott it. Like you're dead to me. If you do something and I have solid proof and evidence that you are no good son of a company, you're dead to me. So I'll figure out a way. When there's a will, there's a way, and I will get around it, and that's it.
Okay, Mo, real quick, before we go to break. So this has nothing to do with boycott whatsoever, but I'm in a segment on this. So none of you guys know except for me, Mo, and my wife, and some other people. My daughter lost her phone, and this gentleman was kind enough to help me find it because she has an iPhone and I don't. Anyway, so my wife, she called me. She goes, you know what? Maybe Love wasn't the right person to have her help find the phone. I'm like, why? I mean, he's helping out. She was like, well, you know how he is. She said, if he gets the address. She said,
I will find you.
She was like, he wouldn't even like introduce himself. He just knock on the door with his hand out, and if they didn't hand him the phone, it would be.
This breaks. She's 100% right.
And I thought about it. I said, you know what? Maybe you got a point. Like, because if you get the address before me, it's like he's like at the door. All right, so we're about to go to break, man. We are coming right back, man. We're gonna get into the whole sexed out epidemic, man, and you know.
I'm not a bad person.
I mean, you just do bad things. All right, we'll be right back. The Hump. Late. All right, we are back on the hump right now. We are about to get into one of the topics that has taken a fire on Facebook, and we're going to talk about the whole sex style epidemic. If you have minors watching the feed right now, just get them off your phone. Honestly, they shouldn't be on your phone. But we're going to be talking about the whole sex style epidemic. I will start on this. I'm kind of torn on the whole sex style. No, I mean,
Not surprised.
not.
I am not surprised.
I mean, my wife, me and my wife, we talked about it. Well, we didn't really talk about it. She actually sent me the video. But I'm gonna speak outside of me. Outside of me,
Okay.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, marriage or relationship, and I'm not man, female, whatever, male, male, female, female, whatever. Wouldn't a more healthier alternative to your mate sleeping around be with them sleeping with something that wasn't going to impact your relationship, like physically? Now, mentally it might. Mentally it might. Also, I feel like for years, since I've known anything about sex, women have always had helpers. With like sexual apparatus or whatever and stuff. When the guy ain't around, your dildos and stuff like that. There's never really been an option. I mean, like it's like a woman could pull out like a mic stand and be like, "I'm going to town," and like men pull out Vaseline. You know what I mean? It's like what I mean. We like all natural. So I feel like
because guys always had other girls.
well, that's true too.
Girls.
Without Cuzzo watching the show, I just feel like the women that are having a problem with it, and it's mostly women. Although I will say this, guys would probably walk in if they, go nuts if they walked in the house and their wife had a dude laying on a plastic dude with like a elephant trunk like on them, whatever. I'm pretty sure the guys would be upset. But I just feel like the argument is wrong, like going in the wrong place. If a guy is like into that and it's not hurting your relationship or it's physically. First of all, getting jealous over a doll, I think is like a little extra, but that's beside the point. It depends on where you're at.
Treat that doll.
Yeah, I mean, listen, let me tell you something. I love my wife tremendously, but if I was to own one, I already see problems coming up. So I already know because just because I probably get her pregnant. And like, could you imagine we have little baby alive sitting around on the couches and stuff. No, I don't know. It's kind of difficult for me to quantify
Please stop.
what that would. I'm just saying what that would mean in my relationship. Now, and then plus, a lot of them look really, really real. I don't know what they feel like because I never touched one. They look really, 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 really real. So before I give Moan's opinion on this, because I already know he stands as ultra creepy in this whole thing, and it is what it is. I am going to let the woman on the show today, break this down to us, break this down to our guest. How do you feel about the whole?
We already know she's a tiebreaker, so.
Well, I want to apologize to anybody that I personally offend right now, but I don't really care. If you own a sex doll, you are a freak and a weirdo. I don't see. It's just creepy. It's weird. They've been around for years, first of all, and anybody who I envision having one, I envision him living in his mother's basement, and it stinks like really bad in the basement, and the mother
like old rubber.
Like old something. It's just nasty. It's the whole thing, and they don't look real. They look
Some of them do.
No.
I've seen.
No, they don't look real. They look fake. They don't look real. And you're kidding yourself. You're wanting it to look real so you don't feel like a freako, but they do not look real. They do not. There's no way you got a real woman. You got a dog. They look alike. No, they don't. Okay, no.
What if you're a guy and you don't got no score? Like you can't. Like if you're a guy and you can't.
If you're a guy
And you
you
can't
just
get
are
on.
so, I mean, nowadays in 2018, if you're a guy and you just cannot get, you're a sad guy because they are giving it away. Trust me. I mean, it's everywhere. It's free. It's everywhere. And if you can't even get that, if you can't even go on Tinder or Plenty of Fish and get that, then yeah, I mean, no, you still don't need a dog. Go jack off in your
You
mama's
don't even
basement.
gotta
You
work
don't
for
need
it
a
no
dog.
more.
Yeah, you don't have to work.
I mean,
go on,
back page.
but anything, I mean, if you have the money, you probably don't have the money to buy it if you can't even get it. But I mean,
And they are expensive. I would say that. I mean, Walmart's gonna come out with one.
I'm
like
pretty
this
sure
year.
that they're gonna come out. And a lot of places are gonna because now they're popular. But I have to get this off my chest. My personal gripe is that I saw a post on Instagram where this guy had compared the sex doll to a real woman, like fake eyes, fake lashes, fake hair, fake nails, makeup, blah blah blah. But then at the bottom it says, "Do not nag, don't whatever." And he's like, "Oh, that's the winner because they don't nag like real women." No, like that. And then like what bothered me more than anything was women like under like everybody liking this thing, and then women saying, "Yeah, I agree. Hoes ain't shit. And they don't cook." And like, what is wrong with the women who are like, "Yeah, go get the doll"? Like, no.
Those
no.
women are the ones making sex dolls relevant.
Right,
Don't-
and I know it's like it's a sick. I'm like, these are now we're not talking about. We're talking about grown ass 30, 40 some year old women encouraging a man to get a sex doll over a real woman. Like, what is wrong? Like, it just when I saw it, I almost threw my phone. Like, I hate that type of stuff. Do not please. I mean, if you need tips, you could, social banking. Follow me. I will. I mean, I will offer my services to get you some play if that's what you need. Like
Wait. Just so we clear.
No, wait.
No.
She's just with 40-year-old virgin.
Just so we
No,
clear.
like,
You're
not
offering your
me,
services.
Not my services.
It's what you just said.
I will help you out and help you find somebody. Like, I will do that because
So you're
I
like-
don't want to see anybody with a dog. Like, if I even think that you're the type to have a dog, you can't be in the same room with me.
So you're like cyber pimping right now, just so you know.
I just want to.
Here's
No grown black people. No, we do not need dolls.
So
We do not need dolls.
Just so I'm clear, I want to make sure everybody understands. It's like 2 segments ago.
Okay.
You're the kind of person, like, if you boycott, you're just like this social dynamic person. And then in the same token, you know what? Like, if you need some gas,
No, wait.
same website.
She's just giving tips. She's
Yeah,
just
I'm
giving
helping.
tips to say.
That's not what she said. She said, if you need some, I will
No.
direct you to said.
She's giving lonely guys.
Yeah, lonely guys who
Okay.
are debating getting a nasty, creepy doll. No,
Listen,
I'll help you.
some of the women, never mind. All right, so real quick before I'll get my own, because this is gonna be horrible. I'm just letting y'all know right now. I want to give a shout out to my uncle. Happy 65th birthday. Happy belated 65th birthday. Love you, unks. Here we go. Set your cameras on record right now. Yeah, we about to go there.
We got 2 minutes. Okay, sex dolls.
Sex dolls. We can do another segment. We can do another segment.
First, like you said, first of all, they're creepy. They're very, very creepy. Number 2, like I said, if you have a sex doll, I think you have people tied up in your basement also. Number 3.
Yeah, but they're not strong enough to tie people up. But go ahead.
I
You
mean,
gotta tie
just think like who. When you think of sex, and you think of sex with a woman, then you think of sex with a doll. Who wants to make love to something that might feel like it, but it's lifeless, it's soulless, it's lifeless and soulless. So that sounds to me like are you into drugging women? Are you into? I mean, not saying. I mean, it's a ways away from pedophilia, but it's still a sex doll. You're still playing with a doll. You're a grown man with a doll. Now, let's say, like you said, let's say it's somebody who has, like I said, maybe they're they're disfigured, or like I said, they can't go out in the regular society.
So the elephant man
what
can
I'm
get a
saying-
sex doll. That's what I'm trying to say.
To me, that's your demographic. Like a regular, like I said, a regular young, normal looking heterosexual person should need a sex doll. Like I don't get it. I don't get the mindset behind it. put the creepiness aside of I couldn't even be in a room with a lifeless thing. I don't get the mindset behind what makes it. Are men really that bad in that program to where they really just want a nut? Like that's all they want. It could be with anything. Like who's that desperate? Like who? Like seriously, like who?
Have you seen the
And
internet?
then, and then, like you said, they're $2,000, so you're probably gonna go have with your boy. So y'all gonna have to split it. So you only get it for a week, and then you gotta clean it out.
My wife said it's also disturbing. She said they made a childlike doll.
Yeah.
And saying it's to help pedophiles leave children
Yeah, that's
alone.
just like just it.
What up, Nitra?
It's 8:15. We're going to break, but the slope is so slippery and so like who is that creepy?
She might be slippery too. All right, so we're gonna go to break.
It's creepy. It's creepy for me to look at it on video. I can imagine it sitting on my bed next to me.
Right. She will definitely be under your bed. All right, so we're gonna come right back and we're gonna finish the sex style debate in a minute. Like
I said, in that, well, like
fuck a doll. It's something mental. I'm gonna associate
We're
that.
coming back. We're coming back.
All right, we are back live now. We're talking about the sex doll epidemic.
Says it, epidemic.
It is epidemic because you know what? The sex dolls became trendy. That's what happened. Like you said before, they've been around.
The damn
But-
interwebs.
But now it's like sex dolls are like the it thing now. You know, because of their look. When you were saying during the break, you were saying like some guys probably ain't got they can't really, they ain't got no run, they got no mileage on them, so they might be using that. I honestly think the price alone is going to scare a lot of guys. A lot of guys just talking. But to Moan's point during the break, what if there's a guy, like for example, like say you're in love, say you've been married 10 years, okay?
Okay.
And your husband is like, we're good, but I feel like sexually I want more, and
What up, Dan?
and you saying, sexually I ain't got more, for whatever it doesn't necessarily mean you're not enough. He's just saying he wants more. Maybe he wants to introduce another person in the room. Maybe he wants to y'all become swingers or whatever. Maybe he wants more. He's clearly not happy in the bedroom, and not to any inhibitions on your end. It's just he just wants more. And the sex doll takes care of that issue.
She's still not buying it. She's clearly not buying anything.
I-
Anything you're saying, she's not buying it.
I cannot see in any universe where that would happen. Like, if that was a situation and I was married 10 years and my husband came and said for whatever reason, we'd have to, first of all, hopefully if I'm married 10 years, we have some pretty good communication, and we would figure out some ways or some things that do not involve a doll, because it's just like,
So you would be open to him like having an extramarital affair over a doll?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking you. That's the
Do
question I'm
not-
asking you.
Do not put those words in
No,
my mouth.
that's the question I'm asking you.
No. Who wants that? Who wants to know?
No, it's a lot of that out there too.
I'm sure it is, but me personally, no, I would not want that either. We would have to figure some things out. And I'm the type of person, like, if 10 years was our good run, sorry. I mean,
It's over.
I cannot sit here and pretend like, because no, it would not be acceptable for him to have an extramarital affair. It would not be acceptable for doll. Like, it's something I would have to figure out, because obviously it's something mentally going on. So maybe we are going apart.
Maybe it's
we
something
are-
sexually
maybe
going on, and all right, so. Because it is my job to make it uncomfortable for people. So,
try.
no, I mean not uncomfortable in that sense.
Okay. But Tia, that's what she said. She said if another person or inanimate object is being introduced into the bedroom, then clearly I'm not enough. But then men make the argument that women introduce sex toys into the bedroom all the time. So are you saying that your man is not enough to introduce
I don't
anything
but
else
I
into the
don't
bedroom?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you know women that do.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the difference between a sex doll, other than the appearance and it being creepy to you or to you? What is the difference between a sex doll and a sex toy when a man is not around when the toy is there?
First of all, the verbiage, toy, doll.
Yeah, but
It's
you
not-
can change that.
It's more of an inanimate object than an actual person.
You can change the rhetoric of what you call it. It could be what is they? Somebody didn't call it though. They called it a sexual robot.
Listen.
Even creepier.
I mean, but I'm not trying to get you guys to be open.
No, I'm
about
just
it.
saying.
I'm just trying to.
If you got a sex toy, if you got a sex doll, she has a sex toy. If I can go to her house and go walk past her bathroom and her sex toy is in her drawer, I'm good. If I walk past your bedroom and it's a chick sitting on the bed that's not real, I have a problem with that. It's creepy.
Okay, so I'm not telling you to agree with it.
I'm just saying it's creepy.
With them doing, I'm saying there isn't a difference. Only in visually, it's a difference. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, visually it's a difference.
Visually, it's a difference, but mentally, it's the same thing. Because when women say they want extra, I'm just putting it on women right now because women are the ones I see having the most problem with it.
Yeah, no. To me, it's different because when a woman uses a sex toy on herself, she's doing it for that feeling of pleasure. She's not going to it for
A replacement.
for a replacement for passion.
Why are you
Right.
saying?
So why do you need a
Why,
whole
why,
dog?
why are we assuming that the men are doing it as a replacement?
Why else
for
would you
passion?
Well, a
do
lot
it?
of men
Why
are
do you
saying
why do you
that.
need
Like
it?
I've
Yeah.
seen. I've from what
What
I
else,
have
T?
seen, people posting they want them as replacements. Like
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, but
what
that's-
they're saying. I mean, I don't know if they're. I mean, they're
That's the
joking, some
That's
of
what I'm
them.
saying. That's the epidemic.
But-
No man want a real. I mean, most men don't want a doll over a real woman.
But so you're saying that's far fetched for him to want to dial over a real woman, but it's not ridiculous to want to dial in the first place. Like it's all ridiculous to me.
Right.
I mean, okay,
It's
so
ridiculous. I'm just saying your level of ridiculousness is just higher than mine because it starts at sex doll. Period.
I don't.
You're saying it's not going to replace a woman. I mean, then if you do get a sex doll, you might as well go all the way.
I mean, that's probably coming too in like years to come, like the sex androids. But anyway, I just feel like would I want a sex doll? Yeah, I probably would like a sex doll to look exactly like my wife.
Dude, that's
I'm just playing.
That
I just
twin.
like they could both like lay in the bed together. All right, no, but I would like. I just feel like.
very creepy.
I mean,
The creep meter on this show is
Listen,
very
It's
high.
rising.
Listen,
It's
listen,
rising.
very-
listen, it would never happen. My wife would kill it. I just feel like it's hypocritical of females to say that
Dude, welcome
you
to-
shouldn't have this, but I should have this.
Welcome to yet another double standard we deal with. It's 8:26, so we got to go to break. Welcome to yet another.
So that's
double
all I'm
standard
saying. I just think that
that we deal with.
to say that and your reasons for not, I mean, but for not allowing it, I feel are very valid for you. And you just said you don't use sex toys openly or whatever and stuff. But for women that do, how can you say, you know what, you can't have a sex toy?
Fellas, just jack it. Just jack it. Just go old school.
I agree.
All right, so we are about to go to break.
Right.
Just jack it.
And we're gonna come back, man. We're gonna get off the creepy
Just
sex
go to the shower
dolls.
and jack it, dude.
Yeah.
Get your
But
old-
it ain't going nowhere.
Get your old gym
Lotion.
shot.
Trust me, the sex dolls aren't going.
Whatever your preferred
anywhere.
method is, dude, just keep doing that. And then, like I said, if you want to invest $2,000 in a rubber doll, like,
That's
really?
that's
Right.
a down payment on the house.
That's
Exactly.
That's $400 or $500 hookers.
And you know she gonna
Great
get out-
experience.
Right.
And you know she's gonna get outdated. She's gonna get outdated really quick.
Yeah, and then.
And listen, and like if you're gonna take all the snacks, replace snacks.
We're back.
Replace snacks. All right, so we're back on the air, man. So we're gonna leave the whole sex doll thing alone. I think
Leave the whole section.
we're gonna agree to disagree.
Yes.
No, I was right. I was right there.
Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree on this because, like, I feel I was right. Although I think we were saying the same thing. I just think that men should be able to have whatever they want if women can have whatever they want. That's all I'm basically trying to say. So it doesn't matter sex styles, snacks, whatever. If like you want something, you should. All right, so we're about to get into like, what does your hair say about you?
What does your hair say about?
What does your hair say about
I want to address something too, but we'll get into that, and then I want to.
Oh, I just want to do it right now. You can address it right now. Just address it.
Well, it's back in the whole way society is. Why don't normal society feel like afros are elegant?
I think they're starting.
It depends on the afro, to me.
And who's wearing it?
It really who's wearing it.
Yeah.
But I'm just. But for people, I'm just saying, like, we live in a society where people want to be addressed, I don't know why, as Afro Americans, but yet still that standard of Afro.
That's a name they gave us, though.
But some people wear it with pride. That's what I'm saying. But then the same people don't accept your Afro. Is my point.
I mean, certain people don't accept, I guess, an afro, but that comes from that long, horrid history of self-hating that, we came from hating the texture of our hair, the color of our skin, the width of our noses, and so many things that we were taught to hate, are taught to, I guess, feel less than or inferior. But I mean, I think it's come a long way. I see some beautiful afros all the time, and I feel like you should be able to wear afro to a wedding, to work, wherever you want. If it's your hair is your hair. So why should you have to have it a certain way in order to, assimilate into any society?
But that's the way. Because let's be honest, there's a certain way society wants normal people or regular people to look. Especially corporate America. When you get into corporate America and owners, some people don't want you to have mustache. Some people don't want you to have tattoos. Some people don't want you to have piercings. Some people don't want you to have hair color that's not natural. They want you to our origins. Let's just say that. So I was just talking to people about like how far do you go to confirm to what society or what corporate America wants from you. Like how far are you willing to go to not be yourself to fit?
Well, it's not even corporate America. Like, I remember this was years ago when I worked at a restaurant. We weren't allowed to have braids. We couldn't have cornrows. We couldn't have any braids because they said that they were not professional looking. And I was a server at a restaurant, okay? So it can go from corporate America on down to where a gas station, a restaurant. And I just believe that, at one point in time, you have to stand up for what you believe in and who you are as a person. And you have to find employment that is comfortable for you. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying that you could, it's going to be easy. But I knew that when they told me I couldn't wear my braids, that was not the job for me. So
it's a lot easier now.
Right.
I mean, my daughter, she took a job, and she said they weren't gonna let her wear a nose ring, wear her nails. She's like, yeah, it's not the job for me. But I noticed a lot of places, like Apple, and a lot of like say independent ownership. I noticed you have a lot more. Just say, I don't want to say alternative lifestyle. I went to like a vape shop about 2 weeks ago.
A bake? They said bake like you. Clear.
So, independent owner and the dude that I was just interested, what the products was, and he was very knowledgeable. But dude had on nails like yours. He was I don't want to say he was Asian, fabulous. Maybe a Latin looking dude. Regular, maybe like a lip piercing, slight lisp. You could tell he was different.
Yeah.
Not really, not necessarily.
Really? He had long nails. He wasn't gay.
I mean, I'm just saying you don't know.
That doesn't mean that not.
That don't mean
I know. I mean, with
tolerant as well. I think we're becoming more tolerant as a society. Like I said, I don't want to keep saying, but people that are, because like I said, some jobs don't even. But it depends on who you are, because but necks and their hands on their fingers that nobody says anything about. They just don't look like me.
Like as far as the hair go, um, uh, really nice. No, the shape side. I'm talking about. I just feel like people do it because. But I'm good with that too. If you have like if you don't do your hair, like I used to have, not used to, still do. Like I wouldn't go out if you didn't do your hair. Mind you, go to the salon and have it done. But like if you have like I call it only pulled up and you sticking all out the time. We're not rocking though. No, we're not going anywhere.
Everybody.
So like a lot of people go with apples or the natural. No, let me rephrase it. Not a lot of people. It's in the heart of it. Just doing it before.
Here, I didn't have it. Like I haven't had it, and it's like it is not a you. It is a full.
I'm not. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Afro like.
Like,
That's the guy I'm
okay. Now I'm just I work around a lot now to do. This is not under like it's when jeans and the road you can't go okay.
You know, she will 5 minutes.
Like it's not.
I mean,
And what I'm talking about, more is
I was just when I, like people in the church
because my person
about like a woman is
Oh, then I changed necessarily. I'm different. Like I'll get top bangs in a couple of weeks, and they'll be pushed back, or whatever. So, or I want big curly hair. What I change my hair a lot. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see it. But I mean, everybody. I mean, you would be lying to say that you don't judge people when you see them initially. I know that we want to live in a society where you don't judge, but you do. And I think that your hair. I mean, if I'm at a store and I see somebody who's well groomed and well put together, of course I'm going to naturally assume that their lives are put together. I mean, and that doesn't. And of course that's not always the case. But you're just going to be more in inclined to believe that they are a little bit more put together than if you see a woman with a bonnet on at the store. Like I mean, it's just I mean that's just how it is. I mean, I can't understand why, but people do judge you on your hair. People do judge you on your appearance. People do judge you on how you were groomed. And sometimes I feel like, when you come to a certain age, there's no excuse to look a certain way in these streets. Like you have to, like you can't be 40 and look a mess. Maybe because I'm almost 40, I feel like that. But like, I mean, it's just no excuse. So that's just my take.
yeah, we talked through the 440. I mean 845 break.
oh, we did.
Oh,
We're ending at 9, so we might as well
We're gonna run all the way through.
push it through.
Okay, so
I got a little pull with the guy in the booth. We can just push it through.
you that guy. You that guy. So I got I want to read a comment. One comment from Catherine says, "I understand what both of you are saying because sometimes with women when they're not doing their hair, it's more mental because they feel like what they're going through, they just don't care, um, and it sometimes can dictate your mood. Women do and don't do their hair for so many reasons. They are emotional creatures. Rio, In all countries on the planet where white man rules, it's the same law about your hair. In Arabic countries, or non-white man rule countries, it's all about their natural face and hair. The reason is it's the white man's land, and it's not. It's the white man's land. Um, opinion. Um,
But
so,
I mean, but what do women do? What do women do that have had? I mean, not even if they had long hair. Like you said, they were in a long relationship. They get out of this relationship, whatever. Cut their hair, fresh start, new me.
Never
New look.
have I cut my
Not you.
hair.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like when we're speaking.
listen, I
we're
replaced the
speaking in
dude,
general
not my
terms.
hair. That's
How
what
many,
she like.
how many women do you know have done that?
Oh, I mean, they do it all. They replace their hair, their wardrobe. They move. They get a new car. Everything is replaced. They have to get the memory of that awful person away. So I'm down for that. But I just, would never cut my hair because it's really long. So I'm not gonna cut it. But no. But yeah, people do that all the time.
What up, Dick? Watching the show. Armin watching the
My
show.
twin Heath. Let's just say, not saying what you used to do, but you used to come out the house with your do-rag on.
Yes. I usually don't take my do-rag off until like I wear a stocking cap now because do-rag was like making a line in the back of my head. I usually don't take it off until like I'm about to go on the air or like I'm about to go into work.
But like you said, that's
Like, do you
But-
go in like the
But
grocery
then you talk
store with
about-
it
I have my hat on over it.
on? Okay.
Like if I come out with my do-rag on, it's really like either I forgot it was on, and I'm not really paying that much attention to it, or I'm going somewhere, or I'm scuffling. So like, say I'm going to play basketball, or I'm going to like somewhere. Like I would never go into like some place where I'm trying to like have an impression on people.
With a do-rag.
To me it's a do-rag is like a house hat. You know what I mean? It's like you wear it to keep your stuff together, but if you're in public, you that's what you're wearing it for, to keep your stuff together.
Right.
So let's just put it in. So, Jillian, what does your hair say about you?
What my hair says about me is that I change my hair so much you can't really say, oh, this says this about her, because literally I do change my hair about every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That might be 1 week. I mean, if I get braids, like I'll keep them in for a month, maybe, and then I'll take them out. Like, so it just, it says that I am a person who will like to switch it up and like look different and feel different, and I like fresh starts, new starts, even if it's 2 weeks later. It's a fresh start for me. Time doesn't matter. So that's what it says about me, but everybody's different.
Mr. Franchise, what does your hair say about you?
My hair or lack thereof. This so I went through like phases with my hair like in the last 10-15 years. I was like Beijinging up because but it wasn't because I didn't like the gray, because the gray is cool. I like gray. Gray adds like a personal feel. I just like the deep dark black. Like even when my hair wasn't like gray, I like it being like Marcus black, like Marcus Soil black. I think hair lineups.
You got like really excited about that. Just so you got like really excited about it.
Like I'm like back away from the Beijing, because like like if I had hair, I might Beijing it like I'm at the top. I honestly go through stuff about my hair.
Was it hard to find Beijing when LeBron came to town?
Yeah. Because LeBron brought it all up. But I go through stuff about my hair daily. Daily. I literally, I'll look at my hair and I'll immediately think, what kind of impression am I putting on people that see me in my hair? I don't want people to like look at my hair and go, you know what, this guy ain't serious, or this guy is like if I go, like I've had times in my life where I was like down to my last like couple dollars, and I'm like, I'm going to get my hair cut though. I would literally miss a meal, and rather get my hair cut than miss a meal. I just feel like to me it's like really important having a crispy beard, having it tight. I'm talking to people, like even at my job, I'm talking to people like professional people, and I'm like talking to them, and I don't like to feel like I feel like if I'm not like put together and everything's not like razor sharp or like on point, that they're not taking me serious. It might not be true, but that's how I feel.
No, would you ever get the?
I still don't take you serious.
Have you
Yes.
guys seen like the men with the hair extensions, like the male? You wouldn't with that. I mean, because I mean, they look. You said you like to be crispy and like the. I mean, it looks.
I just
I,
don't.
would,
I
I
don't
wouldn't
do.
even dye my hair.
I don't do
wouldn't even dye my
fake.
beard.
I don't do fake. Um, I
But
don't.
you said you did the Beijing, ain't
Yeah,
that
but I
fake?
mean, but Beijing is dye and
It's
I,
fake.
yeah. I guess I don't want nothing added on
So you
to
would.
me.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would. No, I wouldn't. I don't want to do any extensions. Like I'm really. I'm right now. I'm working on. I'm working on like getting hair back up here. So
What about like hair
Ear
plugs? Do you think that's fake? Or?
I'm about to get some emu oil for my wife, but look, I'm trying to recapture. Like I wanted to come back. I just really need my hair to come back. I miss it. I cry sometimes at night because it's gone. I just felt like I just loved my hair. I literally go back and look at old pictures of me in my hair and how like full and black it was when I had the 360 waves, and I was like, Ugh! So and now it's like I literally have like 3 spots in my head that just refuse to grow. So it's what it is, and I'm living with it day to day, much like the women that like were really into lace fronts, and you get over it. But yeah, I go through stuff about my hair. I'm a hair. My hair is like I can't change my hair like you. But if I could, I swear to you, I would. If I could grow an afro right now, I would be like that. Like I think maybe that will probably on some of my afros because I know I can't grow one.
Okay.
There's nothing for it to attach to. I mean, like use extensions. What are they gonna put it on?
Oh, they put it on bald heads. Like I can show you videos, like some really good videos of like.
Mr. Nice Guy said, Mr. Nice Guy said the gray was traumatic. But I like my gray. I do like my gray. I do like my gray a lot.
Yeah, gray is distinguished.
But I just wanted to be gray all the way across. All right, so Mon Love, what does your hair say about you?
Well, as a teenager, I went through this crazy Onyx Tupac phase where, like, cause I was into like back then I was into all the hairstyles because one of my close friends used to cut hair, and he used to cut my hair for free, so he should experiment. So I had everything. I had a Gumby, I had the ramp, I was into all the '90s hairstyles, and then I started noticing. The first person I noticed that was bald, I want to say was Yul Brynner, and I just felt like he was so distinguished, and people took him so serious, and at the same time he was like a sex symbol, and I wanted that.
How
But then,
old are you? Like Yul Brynner from like the back
King
in
and
the
I.
day. Yeah, like
I'm 42.
oh,
So-
like wait, are you 80? Like
It's in my
that
80s.
movie came
But
out
then-
like what?
But then my whole life,
40?
I went through the thing where, like my dad used to cut my hair, and I used to have these really thick sideburns, so they came down here. But I never wanted facial hair. Like I used to like the baby face look, and for the longest time, up until about 3 or 4 years ago, I always went with the baby face look. And then I started to grow my beard because I wanted people to take me more serious. I wanted people to not, because like I said, for a long time, like now I'm starting to look 40, but all through my 30s, I was like 22, 23, and I wanted people to take me more serious. And it seemed like when I grew my beard, and then like I said, the gray started to come out, and people started to treat you a little bit different. They take you a little bit more seriously. And plus, when you're on the basketball court, you look a little meaner when you tell somebody you don't punch them in the face. So I just feel like it was more of it was more showing of my personality of like a tougher, grittier, wiser person than just like this little baby face that was like kind of like innocent, and that's just how I look at it. So just 8:58, so we're gonna wrap this up. I thank everybody that shared everything on my live feed. Cousin Ray, Andre jumped in. Andre, your boy Andre Hampton from CMC.
Oh, what up, Dre?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my guy. Quit playing soccer. He tore his Achilles last year.
Did he
2 years
really?
ago, yeah, playing soccer.
Oh wow.
Like it was right after. Like I felt it because I tore my Achilles playing basketball, so that's my brother in pain.
Okay.
But like I say, thanks for everybody coming in. Thanks for everybody sharing everything on the live feed. I'm gonna put the link up so you can go back on YouTube, and we're gonna get those hits up. So I'm gonna attach the link to my comments. I'm gonna attach it on my page. And like I said, anything else you guys want to come back and talk about, or any more comments you want to leave, I'll go back and read them, and I'll address everybody. And thanks. So take us out of here.
Okay, so one more time before we get out of here, we're gonna shout out to our special guest host, Please give everybody a shout out to Mr. Postman Movie. Tell us where they can find you, find the movie, find everything. Let's go.
Okay, you can find the trailer that's going to be dropping for Hey Mr. Postman. It's going to be dropping online. You can follow us on Instagram, Hey Mr. Postman the Film. You can follow me on Instagram, So Shabanky.
Soul Shabanky?
S-O, Shabanky, S-O-S-H-A-B-A-N-K-Y. And you can look out for links and tributes also on Instagram. And the film, Hey Mr. Postman, drops June 9th. Everybody come out to the premiere. It's going to be big. It's Cleveland.
Yeah.
Everybody, you'll love it. It's going to be big. I'm talking like Donald Trump. It's going to be big.
Yeah. Only in America. Only in America. All right, so we're going to wrap this up, man. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in once again this week. We definitely want to shout out to Minute Studios putting this together once again. Shout out to everybody tuning in and sharing the feeds. We appreciate you big time. Like we said, we're going to put up the link so you can go to YouTube, watch the video again. Especially if you're relevant in the show, we shouted you out. You can definitely like
video,
tell your friends.
share the video.
Please like the video, share. And we will holler at y'all next week.